All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 3 of Division of APL. Today we have a Division 4 game between Luck and B Division. Hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. Let's take a look at the division tables while we wait. Currently, we have Esprit leading Division 1. Daddies of the North and Chimera are joint leaders for Division 2. They're playing tonight. Division 3 is being led by Ronin and Pathfinders. And Division 4 is currently being led by the Condor Legion. The rules are a bit different today. Panther is allowed. So we have a potential of seeing 2 very fun games. But, potential of seeing 2 heavy tanks on the field. 2 different heavy tanks in the field at once. Pretty straightforward at points. Bridgeway. Alright. Game is on the way. Let's see if there's any snipes happening today. Nothing yet. More rockets coming in. We had a couple of near misses, but at the end, none of the snipes got any of the trucks. Axes are first to the point. B Division is already on the other side of the bridge. That was a very good cross. First blood goes to Luck. Looks is already on the other side of the riverbank, pummeling lock positions. It is a 36v36, so we can expect some gaps in both sides' defenses. You could see some exciting flanking maneuvers from team's armor players as well. Looks is already on the main road. Takes one shot from the Piat. Second goes into the tracks. Looks finally blows up out there in the east of Point. E Division seem to be in control of the bridge, but are losing the cap. Most of the cap belongs to the boys from Luck right now. Surprising lack of RD on British positions. Cromwell is currently holding down the bridge. Stopping the B division from advancing forward. Clock is slowly moving the personnel up. B division's gaining control of the brick factory. Top Gun is in a 1v3 situation right now. B division also has control of encampment. Looks like the first cup of the game is gonna go towards luck. I just realized I didn't start the clock. I'm gonna do it in 20 seconds. That's the thing I gotta work on. I always forget to start the clock. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry about that. Luigi's gonna try to sneak up to the Cromwell. It's gonna probably get a cheeky satchel play. Oh, he's placing the satchel underneath the bridge. He's gonna try to destroy the Cromwell by proxy. It appears the clock is still not working. Hold on, I'm gonna rectify that real quick. There you go, that should be good now. We'll do and I believe clock. Still can't get the clock to work for some reason. Huh. Interesting. There you go. I think I figured it out now. We'll do 19. Alright, it's going now. I'm sorry about that. That was a technical issue. Cromwell finally gets destroyed by what appeared to be a Panzerschreck, not the satchel. Allied bombing ground coming in on next positions on the bridge. Very effective. There you go, was everybody out. There is a skirmish going on inside Lux lines right now. Lux positions are just being pummeled by B Division's armor currently. They need to be able to get their armor up here to snipe whatever's firing at them. Oh, that is cheeky. You gotta love it. Look at that. With a Panzer IV, no less. Getting that thing anywhere is an achievement. You love to see it. You love to see it. Things you won't see in buds. That Panzer IV is feeding right now. Check the map real quick, see what's going on. Lux infantry is beginning to move up across the bridge. As far as the encamping positions go, there's a bit of a skirmish going on over here as well. Looks like a couple of ourselves in the recon squad. As far as the western flank goes, ooh, B Division appear to be in full control of Brick Factory right now. Oh, while the skirmish for front door is happening, let's see what's going on over here at Brick Factory. B Division with a nice spread, covering pretty much all four corners. Unix is trying to flank around to see what's going on over there. Leaf Shooter appears to be one versus many up here. He just went down. As far as action on the encampment goes, Vlach is being slowly pushed away from these positions as well. Vlach aren't careful enough. They're going to get enveloped from both sides, which will eventually lead them to losing this point. They're gonna have to dig in. They're gonna take it slow. Take their shots. You have a bombing round coming in. See how effective is that's gonna be. It's either gonna be on the bridge or... Yep, it's going to be on the bridge. Almost takes out a few of their own. The bombing round getting a couple of kills, not very effective. But it allowed it allowed the boys from B Division to move up. Nezuko leading the charge. Ooh, Christy goes down. B Division are dropping supplies on encampment. They feel comfortable over there. They feel like they're in control. Goods Mayo is getting behind. They also seem to be... Luck also seems to be completely pushed out of Brick Factory as well. But they are fighting on both sides. They are holding the line. They know they don't have to push out. They know they don't have to capture fourth. As long as they have the third point, they have the win condition. Rondoing meat grind. As chaotic as ever. I guess the key for B division right now would be to gain complete control of this flank. And then move their armor in through map edge. Flank around. That would be a massive help. They could try the same thing on the other side, at the encampments, but... I feel like they'll be way more exposed over there. To try any sort of shenanigans. When we look at the map, the lines are the front lines are pretty clear. There may be some potential cheese dick shenanigans happening in the back soon. Like I said, it is 36 with 36. Gaps in your lines will be happening. No, you're always going to be missing those 2-3 guys in the position somewhere. Luck is slowly making their way across the bridge. Knights Templar is just slow walking down the river. Minding his own business. He should be getting spotted right now. I don't think anybody's looking at him. He gets that OP and under the bridge, that's going to be massive. I don't think anybody sees him. Falcon isn't paying attention. Black Panther's using binos on the other side of the riverbank. Garrison's going down. And B Division is just realizing that their cap for Bridgeway just flashed. They just flashed from one man. They don't know that. There's going to be recon planes and flares going over Bridgeway right now, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Luck also took back the encampment positions. What about Brick Factory? They got Brick Factory back as well. I think there was a call for a reset. That was a very good play by Luck. I think they forced a reset, which allowed them to gain back those two flanking positions. Lazmea is still looking for a good spot to set up an OP. I don't see any other souls in the back lines. Nella's trying to sniff him out. He knows something is amiss. Churchill went down. Did they replace the Panzer IV with a Tiger or a Panther yet? No, not yet. Here you go. There you have it. There's one Tiger at least. Currently overlooking the eastern riverbank. The encampment positions. You would expect to see more armor. There you go. There's another one. There's another tiger. A little bit hurt. Okay, make it made it all the way to the tracks. Takes down Lucky Wolf. The Giant should be able to see him. Not to, he heard that. Falcon takes down first OP. Is he gonna take out the second OP? He's on the garrison right now. And the garrison goes down. Ginger Giant misses all his shots. Falcon finally goes down to Lucky Wolves. Ooh! That's an engine shot on the Tiger from Grim. One more rocket, one more Pia hit on the side right now. The Tiger goes down. Lockhart pushing through. Currently they control the top of the bridge. You can expect some skirmishes on the bottom right now. Heinrich is about to go up the stairs. He gets stopped by Knights Templar. He gets bounces over the front of the Tiger. Locks a little incursion into the front door. Has been halted momentarily. Locke are getting their personnel on the eastern side right now. They are crossing the river. They're beginning to move up. Tiger goes down. That's gonna help out a lot with the pressure as well. Meanwhile, B Division is still crossing the river on the western side of the Brick Factory, but Brick Factory is being held successfully. Ray Tracer right underneath Hardcap. Looks like he took down the garrison and is now taking down the supplies. Oh, I thought the Tiger went down. I was wrong, that's my bad. That's a nice ricochet. I definitely need some armor support. That was a shot from Brick Factory. That was a second hit. That was in the tracks. It's an AT gun firing from Brick. It's in a very good position. I think it needs one more hit to blow the Tiger up. Airhead landing as well. I think I was looking the wrong way. Their current positions. Did the airhead land? It did. I'm just blind. There you go. Beautiful spawnway off the airhead. And Bridgeway. Tiger finally goes down. Bridgeway is now being capped by Luck. Successful airhead landing. Now you have a plethora Overlock's personnel on the bridge. Very good. It's defensive point way off with the garrison. They know the defensive point wave is coming. They know there's at least an OP there. They can sniff that out easily. Black is still capping the point. B division are in a mass research situation. They're trying to cut off. They're still trying to cut off their reinforcements from the other side of the bridge. But as long as that air is alive, they can just keep spawning in on it. It seems like B division does not have an answer to this right now. They missed the airhead and overextended themselves across both flanks, and now are paying a price for it. Ridgeway goes down. Luck is now up 4 points to 1. Well done. And now, if you're Luck, you're turtling in for a little bit, setting up your defenses. Setting up your lanes of fire, making sure you mow down everybody from B division that tries to overload you through that front door. You're telling your RD to shell 45 meters up from hard cap. You're telling your tanks to move up and just envelop your enemies. If you're B division, you're trying to overload this front door. You're trying to lay RD down on Bridgeway like they're doing right now. You're trying to call everything in. And set up your garrison to methodically regain control of Bridgeway. I know this is only 36, but I would like to see more AT guns around on the Axis side. I know that takes away a body from somewhere else, but at this point, an AT gun right there, 2 AT guns right there would be a lot of help. Even 1 AT gun right on that position would be a ton of help for your team right now. Same thing over there by the windmill. You could have 2 AT guns cross-firing, even MGs cross-firing onto the Bridgeway from those positions. We have both Tigers currently looking at the British encampments. Definitely a tank marker out there for them. There's currently a Churchill. Ooh, that was almost successful. One of the Tigers was injured. Got on the Tiger, misses. We had a turret bounce. This one bounced off the turret into the hull. Counts as a shot. Tiger goes down. Wow, those satchels are brutal right now. Second Tiger's getting hit. Look at that beautiful shot. And that's a double tap. Very nice coordination from Lux Armor. They're working really well together to set up those kills. That's 2 Tigers, 1200 fuel gun in the span of less than a minute. E Division has a few players up on the bridge, but they seem to be running the wrong way. They need to clear out the lockup position on hardcap first before even thinking about going down. They're not doing it. They just seem way too disorganized right now. They are beginning to recap though. But that was only the case until another spawn wave came in. The Davi sniff out the garrison. He should know. Oh, he gets absolutely obliterated by the Piat. This is what I was talking about. If you're lucky, this is exactly what you want to do. Set up garrisons on both flanks. You have a Churchill crossing in. So that Churchill's going to be able to provide a little bit closer support. Any Tigans being built up here? No, just regular infantry positions. The call should be going out. There's active infantry presence up in this compound. Trying to see where the we have a Panzer IV rolling out, but no heavies. There is a Tiger over here. Got hit once and being repped. If you're the second crew of B Division right now, you want to be taking all the free tanks and just pummel. We just pretty much shell the point. You gotta help your team out somehow. This Tiger's getting hit from 2 different sides now. The division is beginning to recap the point again. Did they get the garrison? I believe they have. Yeah, the garrison went down to a flamethrower. B Division are recapping their point. Recapping Bridgeway. Block are slowly trekking back in. They're defending it again. That's a bombing run. Allied bombing run. Defend Bridgeway. Very successful too. Cleared everybody out. Nezuko is the only one left. Is being fired upon by Churchill. Nezuko's trying to get a cheeky OP up in the back lines. Very good spawn wave of that OP on the bridge. Battle still going on. We knew coming into this game, we all knew this was going to be a brutal skirmish between the two sides on top of the bridge. Everybody knew that whoever's at the front door, I was going to be a juicy time. Lock back in control of Bridgeway. There's that OP that Nezuko is trying to set up. Luck do know about them. They do know about B Division's presence in their backlines. They're taking them out one by one. Looking at the map, you see a nice spread of luck players across the map. And support still sitting here, trying to show allied positions. He has misses his mark. Even though it's a bit tough of keeping your lines free of enemy combatants in the 36s, Lak have been doing a pretty good job of that. They're concentrating on the front door while having probes and such on the flanks. Those OPs definitely do help out. I would like to see a couple of more OPs. One over here, one over here. I understand that's two people that you gotta take away from front door. But it would be just beneficial to have an OP here and an OP here. And then just go back to front door and to spawn off that garrison. It will help you. It will help out a little bit with map control at least. It would alert you to, for example, Los Rambos presence. Churchill knows about it, judging by the... no, they do not. Oh, are we gonna see an AT gun play? No, we're not. Dragon is trying to set up an AT gun. Go back there in a second, see what's gonna happen. Nothing really need to report on. Oh, look at that. Bit of a probe going into the western flank. The division are definitely trying to think of everything they can think of. That was terrible. They're trying to think of everything they can think of. That was terrible. The AT gun currently firing at the Churchill. Got a hit on number 2. Oh, butter! No! Churchill's getting satcheled right now. Need to do your spin. You gotta spin to win if you're in the Churchill. Satchel goes off. You gotta get out of it now. And this should be too late. It's definitely too late now. This Churchill's going to go down. B division are slowly getting control of the front door again. Needs to be a bit of a back and forth cycle between the two teams. One gets control for about 5 minutes, then the other one does. You'll have to see it. Is there any backline shenanigans currently happening on this side? Not that I can see. Lock are simply in prop. Oh, there is a sniper on the bridge. That's about it. As far as this side goes, Lock is slowly advancing up through these little ditches and channels. But BR1 are beginning to cap Ridgeway. Good reset from Luck. Allies are holding on to Bridgeway yet again. And if you look at the maps, this is your information. If you're on Luck, you see infantry presence here. This OP just went down. You know there's infantry by this garrison. There's you know there's infantry here. That's why you want to have your OPs more spread out, so they can serve as additional radar, you can say. That is an Axis bombing run coming in on Allied positions. I think there was a garrison here that it removed. It does help out in the long run. E division are beginning to capture the point again. There's still no P of their Top Gun and beef shooter to spawn on it. They should be able to rebuild the garrison. Good response to the bombing run from the Allied team. Lucky Strikes are still losing the point. Why is... I just realized something. Hold up. Does that really still say bridge rate? Ah, that's my... That's my bad. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties today for some reason. Everything was working fine before the game when I tested everything, so I don't know what's going on. B division, currently in control. Seems like they are about to cap, unless Luck has some kind of a proper response to it. Here it is, the bombing ground coming on top of the bridge. It really wasn't effective though, as B division had nobody on top of the bridge. You could see it right there on the flare where the access positions were. And of course, as soon as I say this, Lucky Strikes are trying to defend the point. Not only that, they're beginning to capture Rosa and their polder. They finally broke through their lines over here. E division might have overcommitted a little bit. So it is a half-point retake if you're B division. You have so much open field that you gotta cross. You gotta be constantly looking up, fighting everybody in the bushes, fighting everybody on top of the bridge. B division do have a tiger underneath the bridge. And it goes down immediately. Very nice shot from the crew of the Churchill on the encampments. That's another thing. If you're British armor on this map, you can as soon as you gain control of that riverbank, you can see the entire map from there. You can shoot into your enemy's HQ. You can take these snipe shots under the bridge. The floor is yours. Look at the map real quick, see what the line's going on. We have a lot of Lucky Strike presence in the red zone. B division are slowly getting pushed back. Look at that. This is what you love to see it. The slow but methodical movement up the lines. Always gotta be careful. Make sure he doesn't. Make sure he doesn't hit Papa Lake. Papa Beagle. I can't even speak today. What is wrong with me? Does Henrik sniff them out? Do they sniff each other out? Clone should see him. Clone definitely saw him. I think he just didn't fire because of the proximity to the RD. Maybe he was told that he's not supposed to be there or something, so he was trying to run away. Unix. Also in the back lines. Knights Templar. B Division are still pushing the front door. But it seems like Lucky Strikes just seem to be able to find those gaps and B Division defenses and get their people through. This Tigers definitely got spotted and marked out by QNX. Final cap is being contested by B, but B Division are beginning to recap Bridgeway yet again. Lucky Strikes are doing very well. Going back to the going back to redeploying to defender point. Quick check to see what's happening on flanks. We don't want to leave everybody out. As most of the actual action has been happening at front door, I've been neglecting the flanks and the back lines, which is a bit sad. You know, you wanna involve everybody in. Call goes out in team chat for the desperate need of ammo supplies being dropped all over Bridgeway. Looks like Lucky Strikes are thinking about setting up a turtle all around the point. L is asking if he can Satcho Tiger in HQ. The rules are you can't touch the RD guy and you can't touch the nodes. Yeah, if you're B Division, you have to watch out for these pros. You have to constantly stay in control. I also don't remember. I think you're fine. I think you're fine if you're going to Satchel, as long as you don't kill the Arty guy. I don't remember the rulebook. The rulebook's ruling on this one. I believe it's fine. I need to go check it again. after this game, just to make sure. But technically, you doing that is denying your enemy another form of logistics. You think about it. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I remember, the usual three things is don't kill Artie, don't touch notes, and no Panthers unless both teams agree upon them. Which I believe they did for this game. So I was excited to see the Tiger and the Panther go up against the Churchill and a Firefly. Speaking of Churchills, there you have one. Takes one hit. That's a Panzer IV, I believe. Panzer IV goes down. Was that a Panzer IV? That had to be. Oh yeah, yeah. Tiger over here getting hit as well. Lucky Strike's armor division has been doing really well this game. Almost completely in control. They know they can push. That is a bounce of the turret. First shot on the move that hits the tracks. If you're the Churchill, you want to keep going. You want to get this beautiful shot right through the inside. What are you doing? No, 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 no. All right, he's going for this whole shot. You're gonna get stuck on the tree. Was that another track shot? First penetration. Another track shot, I believe. And the Charger goes down to a Panzer Shrek. The Charge... I don't even know, because both tanks hit each other dead. That's right, like... Here comes a precision strike on that Tiger. Will it hit? It misses. If anything, that Tiger should have had the kill because it rigged. It was the first one to hit the Churchill, but it rigged. I believe it was firing HE though, those first couple of shots. But the Churchill, those were at least three track shots, I believe. At that close over range too, you shouldn't be able to miss. What you should have done is just peek this hole right here and shoot him right through that door. You had a front slope open. Back to Bridgeway. E division. You seem to have 5 to 6 guys in the hard cap. Lucky Strikes are quick to get back into position. Will they be quick enough to hold the cap? Bombing ground not very effective. This might be a recap for the B division. And B division recap the point. It is 3-2. There you go, it worked properly this time. Yeah, for some reason I had some issues with my graphics today, but at the end, everything's working out. As long as there's no issues with the stream itself, that's all that counts. As long as there's a VOD and everything for the teams to watch at the end, to reanalyze. Got a bit of a probe going on the bridge. I think that was a classic case of overextension by Lucky Strikes. They smelled the blood, got a little bit ahead of themselves, lost the Churchill, and then lost the cap. You know, it was a little bit of an unfortunate. If that Churchill won there, oh, this would have been different. That's why you gotta make your shots count, no matter what, no matter where you are. And now this should open up B Division for some backline shenanigans. They should be sprinting somebody through this flank. This flank, the eastern flank is secure. The western flank is wide open for both teams right now. Will anybody identify that? That is an airhead. Maybe you have to Autochtono to defend that airhead. Lockheads identified it. They do have... Hey, there you go. Nice response. 4 SLs responding to that airhead. Check the map to see what's going on. Lucky Strikes are still holding the line up on the other side of the riverbank. B Division, we do have an assault. Couple of assaults beginning to cross the river. They shoot. Yeah, they definitely know about this Tiger. I mean, sorry, about this Churchill. Delron's trying to build the AT gun over there. Plus Rambo's coming back as soon as they build his AT gun. They're going to double man it. They get really good hits into the hole. 3 hits into the hole right there of that Churchill. Lucky Strikes are beginning to put pressure on Bridgeway again. Oh shit. Whoopsie. And as soon as the AT gun gets built, it gets annihilated. Good situational awareness from the Churchill crew. Nezuko always in the front door, always meat grinding. Heinrich got an ISOP out here. Oh, it's a garrison. I managed to build the garrison up here. It should get sniped soon from the bridge. One good Pia takes it out. Again, we have 2 Tigers moving up together. Dell's getting behind. He knows what he wants to do. He knows he can get a juicy satchel on at least one of them, as long as he can successfully sneak up. Him and Beef Shooter may try to coordinate their satchels. Did I see something in that barn? What did I see in that barn? Oh, it's a Gary. Nice. Both tigers are moving up again. There is a Churchill on factory. They won't be able to see the tigers anytime soon, though. Those tigers should be relatively safe from allied armor right now. There is a couple of gaps that can be seen through. The Churchill on the map edge is currently not in a position at all to engage. Dell removes the garrison in the barn. Hey, Tegan goes up. Tegan doesn't know there's 2 tigers to his 3 o'clock. Both tigers have heard that shot. They are now scanning. They think there's a tank over here. There you go. They should spot the AT-gun right away. Yep, there it is. AT-gun blows up. Shimigo somehow survives that. At the front door, B Division has regained all the ground up to the edge of the edge of the river over here. They don't have anybody on top yet. But as far as the riverbank goes, they're about to claw it back. Lock has a nice spread all across the riverbank, holding their positions, holding that garrison. Going gets 1 Piat into the engine of that tiger, but there's no Churchill's in position to follow up on that. We do have a Churchill that just crossed the river. Second Piat goes there. Churchill takes down the first tiger. Second tiger has no clue. First shot. This is a dead tiger, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. The proper flank of a Churchill taking out 2 tigers in one go. You love to see it. E Division again losing 1,200 fuel in less than a minute. The question is, do they have any pre-spawned tigers in HQs right now? They have there is one over here. And there is one as well. Right down here. In middle HQ. There has been some miscommunication as both crews have spawned in middle HQ. B Division are beginning to lose ground yet again. You need that armor support. And you need to keep situational awareness at all times of your flanks, because otherwise this is what's gonna happen. I said earlier that the western flag was open for both teams. Anybody could sneak anything through this flank. And Lucky Strikes did exactly that to a devastating effect. This Churchill needs to be careful, however. They should know that there's going to be another Tiger on the way. There you go, you can see. Tiger should see the Churchill. Tiger is not firing. That's an engine shot. Tiger should be able to come to capitalize on those. Churchill is a one shot now. Lucky Strikes tank commander are just not proactive enough in situations like these. They had a clear shot on that Churchill. Front door looking much in control for Lucky Strikes. "16 minutes left in the game, 14 minutes left to cap." Any shenanigans happening on this side? Yes, there are. Look at that. Emplacements fell. B division. Knights Templar and Vanguard are trying to help the Churchill out. B division definitely have enough time for one final push, maybe even two. If they timed their resource columns correctly. Oh. Rondoris. Not as chaotic as I thought it would be. Check the map, see what's going on. You got a flare in the front door. You got a nice spread again on the riverbank. Churchill's being fired upon by one of the Tigers. I don't believe these asses are rendering again for that Tiger. The Churchill did get hit once. Davio over here might have a satchel. Just be patient. Be very patient. They're just be patient. They're gonna stop eventually. Satchel goes on the Churchill. It takes 10 seconds to remove the Satchel by yourself. They have about 5 seconds left before that can happen. And that should be it. This Churchill will blow up. Boom goes the heavy. There's still a Churchill on the encampments. What happened to that tiger that was up here? Did the Churchill remove it? Did I miss it? Oh no, it's right here. The Division's armor is playing very carefully now. They don't want to lose two tigers back to back yet again, like last time, like last couple of times. 12 minutes left, 10 minutes to cap. Let's go, spearheading the line yet again. Railway bridge is beginning to flash. There's a very big presence of B Division's infantry up on the bridge now. Let's go, Falls. We'll be back. Let's go always comes back. All from the commander goes out to tighten up their defenses. If you're Lucky Strikes, it's time to turtle up. Game's almost over. Just hang on for 8 more minutes. You don't have to worry about overextending yourself. I should be taking a few shots on that Churchill. Churchill 7. They are currently being repped. They have no infantry support over here, and there is an AT gun being built as well. AT gun has been built, but it's facing the wrong way. They should know there's a heavy right to their 9 o'clock. Or 10 o'clock, rather. Instead, they're electing to build the bridge. You know, you want to remove the immediate threat first, which is right over there. Irish Buddha is about to mark both the tiger and the AT gun. The AT gun should be an easy kill for the Churchill, as it will be able to take that shot unspotted. Second Churchill is on the way up as well. Brick factory is completely under the control of B Division right now. That garrison went down. This is what you can do. You can sneak that tiger now over here and flank Lucky Strike's positions. Lucky Strike don't have any AT-guns or anything set up to be able to stop any sort of armor flank from the west side. You have Lucky Strikes have a very good handle on the front door and the bridge. And a bit of the oh, precision strike gets the tiger. Oh, the tigers goes down. That's what you don't want to happen. If you're a tanker, your eyes and ears need to be open at all times. You hear that plane come in, you gotta move, you gotta book it. Because you may bounce around from a Churchill, but you're not going to bounce those 2 bombs. West side is currently open. Half track has definitely been spotted. We can expect a precision strike coming in on the half track pretty soon. Might as well use it now or never. Now or never. Jeff Pepin still fighting for Brick Factory over there. Front door is looking much in control of Lucky Strikes. B Division is electing for the pincer approach from both sides. All goes out. The Tiger on the bridge is 2 PIs in it. Is recovering. Churchill said, I've had enough here. I'm gonna try to move along. Second Churchill is also in position to engage the Tiger on the bridge. And then you have Vichy underneath it. Lucky Strikes regaining control of Brick Factory. 4.5 minutes left to cap. As well as 4.5 minutes left to defend. Going to pop up over here at the end of the game. Tiger gets hit once by the Churchill. Truck shot, I believe, was the second one. You can just barely see the Tiger. Tiger is reversing into a much safer position to repair. Lucky Strikes have identified that B Division were overextended on the flanks. They are now beginning to recap Bridgeway. In the meantime, the Churchill on the eastern side is getting swarmed by B Division's infantry. All rockets hit the trucks. Oh, something blew up over there. Goes the truck. I thought we could see some last minute flanking shenanigans. I believe B Division still have enough time to do one final airhead bombing run combo. That is an allied bombing run on the bridge positions. Bridge rates being recapped by Lucky Strikes. As well as an airhead coming in to land on top of the bridge as well. And it seems like that's going to be all she wrote. Defensive bombing run coming in from B Division. It's no doubt going to land on top of the bridge as well. Desperate attempt to clear out any Lucky Strike opposition. Vastly ineffective. Even misses the spawn wave on top of the bridge. Very unlucky. GGs are going out. Everybody knows it's over. Bridgeway is falling to Lucky Strikes, and Lucky Strikes are gonna go up 4-1 with 2.5 minutes left to go. Good job, Lucky Strikes. Very well done. When it calls for an all-in, hold W for the final point. They know they won the game. They still have 2 minutes left to make it a 5-0. B division has nobody on defense. It was a very fun game to watch and cast. Back and forth all game. Really good armor plays as well. Tigerhead once is pulling back. There's not enough time for a 5-0 anymore. Oh man, it was definitely a fun game to cast. I believe this would be Lucky Strike's first win of the tournament. If I'm correct. Let's see how the Lucky's personnel have done so far. Very nice scores. Georgetown squad was eating today. They were eating good. And yeah, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Game's coming to an end. Lucky Strikes have the W. 4-1. B division need to go back into the drawing board. Figure out what they need, what they did right, what they did wrong, and what they need to improve on. We will be back tomorrow with another game to watch and to cast. I'll be casting Tog versus Chad. No, wait. Tog versus 3AC. And that game is going to be... 1 second. I've already forgot the time because I'm an idiot. That game is going to be tomorrow at 9 PM Eastern.